Oh my goodness, guys. What a great Coco Show episode that was. But you know what time it is? We're going to continue with the rankings of each Coco Show episode. It's a great time here. We're going to look back at every single Coco Show episode and rank them. So, we left off with, we're going to move this as well if we can. That would be perfect. Let's move, let's do it here. I like this spot. So, we left off with a hot day, scoring 36th place. You can hear me talking about that in the other one. You probably already did. But let's move on. Let's talk about the middle episodes. The episodes that were, I don't know how to describe that face. Like, all right. Not great, not terrible, but all right. And so we're going to start that off with in 35th place, Season 1, Episode 18, A Fun Night with Da Dudes. And so, just so you know, there are 52 episodes in this ranking. This is 35th place. So, meh. So, this gets a score of 7, just like the other one. A 4 for funny, 3 for interesting. I thought there were a lot of pretty decent jokes in this episode, but I was kind of just like, getting all mad because I felt like there was a lot of stuff while I was watching this that I wish I could redo. Because this episode, I'm going to be completely honest, could have been really, really good. This episode could have been awesome, right? I love the concept. Coco, Roger, Officer Tickets, Can. So what happens is Coco finds a game, and he invites all of his friends over to play it, and then they get into big arguments while playing it, and then it all gets resolved at the end. And the whole time, Roger's like, oh, I'm winning, and Can and Officer Tickets are having like a little bit of a fight because Officer Tickets thinks that Can is a hippie, and apparently he doesn't like hippies. So, and it sounds like a fun episode, but it just gets slow at some points. So I wish I could rank it higher, but sadly I cannot. So next episode, in 34th place, we have Season 1, Episode 9, Coco the Spy. The first episode where we can see Macy and Marley, but not as Macy and Marley. And if you know, you know. If you know, you know. See, because like, Coco's mom is named Marley, and then Aunt Macy is Macy. But these two people in the episode are unrelated, but technically they were them. But that doesn't matter. So what happens is Coco wants to earn some money, or I think, to become a spy, and he sees a suspicious crab, and he says, like, and now he's printing. So that's very suspicious, and he says stuff like that. And I thought that was like a little goofy. And it was a very short episode, but I thought it was just goofy episode. I thought it was fun. It gets a 4 for funny, 5 for interesting, score a 9. Not bad. I mean, not a great episode, not a terrible episode, just like something that'll make you go like, ha, ha, ha. Not bad. All right, next is 33rd place. This is the second time we've seen a Season 2 episode. This is Season 2, Episode 3, Hibernation. And in this episode, Coco wakes up from a hibernation. He drank spoiled milk that he was dared to drink, and he was hibernating. He kind of passed out, fell asleep, and then suddenly just woke up out of nowhere, played Wii Sports with Roger, got mad, wanted to give Clavia some gum as a Valentine's Day gift, apparently. But this is the first time we've seen Snowman Dude, and Snowman Dude gave her a little dog, and she was like, oh, that's awesome. And then Coco just felt really bad because he had an argument with Roger, and then the Snowman Dude came. And, I mean, I thought it was all right. I thought it was a fun episode, but there were some things that I would have liked to change about it. But overall, it was a pretty good episode introducing Snowman Dude and all. But it gets a score 9. In 32nd place, though, let's talk about Season 2, Episode 4. Another Season 2 episode, so we're starting to get into Season 2. Season 2 was pretty decent. Season 2 was good, and I feel like it got better as it went on. Like 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Ooh. So, 32nd place, Season 2, Episode 4, Coco gets scammed. Similar episode to the spy episode. You could say the same thing about both. Coco finds a random man on the street, tells him that, hey, you want to do some stuff for me? And so Coco starts scamming people. He asks for like his credit card, gift card or something. Coco tries to steal a purse from an old lady, and Coco goes on a phone call trying to scam someone, but makes the scam business go bankrupt. So Coco, not knowing, kind of just messes up this whole scam place, which is honestly a pretty interesting episode, and I thought it was really interesting because I gave it a 6 for interesting, 3 for funny, score 9. I mean, could have been funnier, but it definitely held my attention. Definitely. So next, in 31st place, we have Season 1, Episode 15, School is Out for the Summer. I thought, in my opinion, this is an iconic episode because of the song in it. Because sometimes just randomly, the song gets stuck in my head, and because it is really summertime, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I really liked it when I zoomed in on Coco's face, and like his mouth is just completely still, and he's like da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But I thought that was really funny. It's just kind of like an iconic episode for absolutely no reason. It's not even really that funny, but it's like iconic in my opinion. 4 for funny, 5 for interesting, score 9. I just like it. All right, next in 30th place, we have White Monkey, Season 2, Episode 5. So Daisy finds White Monkey in an alleyway, kind of broke and homeless because he couldn't find his way back because he was trying to go to Cape May, couldn't find his way there, was homeless, met up with Coco again, and then Roger, again, gets really jealous of White Monkey. Very jealous dude, now that I think about it. But what happens is, in the end, Roger and White Monkey do get along, but it wasn't really all that funny, but definitely interesting. 7 out of 10. It is great to see White Monkey appear in the Coco show because I feel like he's an iconic character, and it's great to finally see him in the show. It gets a score of 10 because it's White Monkey. We got to get him in the show. But now in 29th place, we have Season 2, Episode 6, School Fundraiser. And now what happened in this one was the school, Principal Pigs, wanted to set up a fundraiser to raise money to help the school. And so Coco made a video showing why the school was so bad and sold it to an old lady and a bunch of other people we didn't get to see in the episode. But all the money that was donated was used to buy decorative rocks instead of like fixing the school. They just put out decorative rocks. And Coco kind of crashed out at the end of the episode, which I thought was funny. So it gets a 5 for funny, 5 for interesting, 10 in total. I thought the video he made was funny. I thought that, I want to work with you, Claudia. I thought there was a couple funny moments. Definitely not bad episode. So now 28th place, Season 2, Episode 8, The Easter Chickadee Returns. Basically, Coco sees a commercial about how there's going to be an Easter chickadee at the mall. But, of course, just like Mall Santa, like a mall Easter bunny, it's fake. It's not actually, the Easter bunny or something, right? And so Coco realizes that, and he's like, well, I want a refund, something like that. And then he gets jump scared because there's like the fake Easter chickadee and an Easter egg at the end of the episode. But the reason why I put it all the way up here was because I thought there were some funny moments where Coco kept getting called a fat kid, and then we had Santa doing like a rap song. I just thought that was just really funny, and I liked that. So I got a 6 for funny, 4 for interesting, score of 10. I didn't mind it. I thought it was all right. So next, 27th place, we have a Season 1 episode here. Season 1, Episode 17, Making a Famous Song. So Season 1 episode getting this far is pretty crazy. I think this is my favorite Season 1 episode. And the reason of why is Coco makes a song that's absolutely ridiculous and kind of funny. And then he tries to send the song over to like a record business. And then he also had another letter to give money to Claudia for breaking her window. Roger gets the letters mixed up, and the letter of the love song got sent to Claudia, and the money got sent to the record place. Now Claudia is mad at Coco, and Coco's about to be arrested because he's sending money through the mail. I don't know if that's true, if you would or not, but whatever. 4 for funny, 6 for interesting. I thought it was all right. Score of 10. So now, 26th place, Season 2, Episode 18, White Monkey's Got That Bling Bling. And so basically, White Monkey, right? You remember White Monkey was homeless, but now we don't see, even though White Monkey is Coco's favorite friend, best friend, he has a job and he makes a ton of money and he works really hard, so he never really gets to see Coco that often. But he's got like $4 million or something like that just on hand, and they just buy a bunch of random garbage and give it to Roger. Roger crashes out, and then Coco tries to make it up somehow by taking him out to his favorite restaurant, I think. I didn't think it was that funny. I didn't really enjoy it that much. But I thought there was a couple funny moments, like, what was that? Shopping spree! Something like that. I don't know. It wasn't that great. It was alright. Didn't mind it. Moving on. So now we have Season 2, Episode 1, Sneaking Out. So this is the first Season 2 episode where Coco wants to sneak out to meet up with Clavia, but his mom and his aunt are kind of on to him throughout the whole episode. He's got a Christmas tie on, as you can see in the picture, just because he says he's going to go to the Christmas store. There's a lot of jokes about Caillou. This is the first episode where his big boy unicorn bib got mentioned, which is really funny. So between the Christmas tie, the big boy unicorn bib, I thought it was a pretty funny episode. 4 for funny, 6 for interesting, score of 10, and I really liked the Caillou stuff. I thought that was funny. So then 24th place, we have Season 2, Episode 14, The 4th of July. And I am just like yapping, so I am thirsty. So what happens in this episode is Roger wants to show Coco how Americans celebrate the 4th of July, since, of course, Coco is British, so he doesn't really know, even though he lives in America. So they play baseball. Coco sucks. They eat hot dogs. Coco sings a song and likes it. And Roger gets a phone call from his grandma that lasts forever until it's nighttime. And then they have fireworks, and Coco gets scared by the fireworks. Overall, right episode. I thought there were some funny moments. I liked when they were like, I don't know, colonial people, like with powdered wigs, when they just had like toilet paper on their head. I thought that was really funny. 5 for funny, 6 for interesting, score of 11. So 11 out of 20. We're starting to get into some pretty decent episodes. So that one, recommend. Pretty good. So next one is 23rd place. Season 3, Episode 10. Pretty long name. The Party Poopers 50th episode special. This is the 50th Coco Show episode. And what happens is Coco gets a random phone call where he has to find his grandma. So Roger and Can help him, mainly Roger helps him find his grandma by setting up a GPS. Clavia and Snowman Dude also tag along. There's a lot of funny stuff. Snowman Dude has a little bit of a rap moment. Roger goes missing, but it turns out he was just in the bathroom. And then he feels bad because he made a prank phone call to Coco. And the episode ends off with Roger getting a phone call about his grandma having a 50th birthday party, just like how he pranked Coco, but no one knows who pranked Roger because Coco wasn't calling. His grandma dropped her phone in the toilet, so who called Roger? We don't know. I don't know. No one knows. So a bit creepy, but I really liked Snowman Dude's rap song, trying to find Roger in the bathroom. That was really funny. I thought there was a lot of funny moments, and I thought it was a pretty interesting episode for being the 50th episode. So 5 for funny, 7 for interesting, score of 12. So now 22nd place. This is the first episode of Season 3. This is the first Season 3 episode we see in here as well. This is the cheesy breakup episode. Now, I wasn't really meaning to make this one that funny because I just wanted Coco and Clavia to break up. I know, I'm the devil, whatever. I don't care. But they break up because Clavia can't stand Coco's laid-back personality. And Clavia's always so busy, gotta do this, gotta do that. And she can't handle it. Coco's just like, yeah, man, I'm chill. And so they break up. She gets with Snowman Dude. And then Coco has to dance out his feelings. And so I thought that was kind of funny. 5 out of 10 for funny, 7 out of 10 for interesting. I mainly thought it was interesting since they broke up. So, score of 12. So now, next up, 21st place, Season 3, Episode 8, Coco's Revenge. I thought this was a really good episode. I liked it. So, even though I gave it a 12. So what happened was Coco didn't want to do his homework, so he wanted to prank his teacher. So he went into her house and did her dishes for some reason, but noticed there was some ashes on her, and thought it was sprinkles, and Can came, said it was ashes, and he put her dad's dead ashes on his ice cream, and Miss Carrots was like, I was been meaning to get rid of that anyway, which is kind of weird, trying to get rid of your dad's ashes. Weird episode, but I thought it was a bit silly, so it gets a 12. 6 makes that a 12. So now in 20th place, we have Season 2, Episode 9, Hitchhiking Trails, which in this episode, Coco, I'm trying to figure out how it starts off. I think he's fed up with his parents, so he runs away from home. He gets really tired, has no water, hallucinates, thinks he's in Germany, practices his German alphabet, but he ends up back at home anyway. And then there's a weird little song at the end. So I thought there was a lot of goofy moments, a lot of funny things said, and I like the name of it, Hitchhiking Trails. So 7 for funny. Talks about Burger King being beautiful or something, and then 5 were interesting. Score 12. And I like his German road song, like German roads, something like that. So another really good episode. And then episode 19, season 3, episode 4, Roger Migrates. So this one gets a 6 for funny, 7 for interesting, score of 13. This episode, basically Roger needs help on how to get a girlfriend. So he asked Coco and Can for help, since Coco had Clavia for a little while. But Roger couldn't get a girlfriend because he was dirty. But where are all the girls that like dirty dudes at? Arizona. But he ended up going to Canada instead, and then they sang a song about how useless they were. And I really liked some of the jokes in the episode. I thought they were pretty funny. I liked the useless song at the end, so it gets into 19th place. And that's it for this video. You gotta wait for the next Coco Show episode to see my top favorite Coco Show episodes. So stay tuned. Or whatever.